Shalom. Apostle Tahar coming back at you with this truth, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. I'm going to entitle this video, Vocab Malone. Why don't you do a video on Deuteronomy 28, verse 48? What I did was I put in yoke of iron. I didn't put in upon thy neck. I put in yoke of iron, and then the scroll down said upon thy neck. So I clicked on that. If I would just to put in yoke of iron, it would still, these images would still come up. Now we know when you go to the scriptures, there was different time periods where the Israelites went into captivity. And of course, when you taken into captivity, you become a slave under another nation. They'll put a yoke of iron of wood, or a yoke of wood or iron upon thy neck. So you look at these images right here, which I did a video on this before. It says Deuteronomy 28, and this is from Google. This is not my site. This is from Google. We don't own Google. We don't control Google. I simply put in yoke of iron upon thy neck. And what you see our history is in the Bible, Deuteronomy 28:48. And he shall put a yoke of iron of iron upon thy neck. You got Gad and you got Jake. You can see the man's wearing a Hebrew garment, long robe garment. He has a yoke of iron around his neck. And it says slave. I don't know if this is a modern picture, but you can see here, right? We fit those curses to a T. Which one fits the curse? And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. These look like yokes of wood. Various styles of yokes of iron. There's a yoke of iron with bells on it. Another yoke of iron with bells on it. A cruel memento of America's history. Iron collar and key, National Museum. This is what they use on Israelites. Slave collar with bells. Why did they put bells on them? It was an alarm system. If they escape, you can hear the bells. Slave collar with bells. This is a wood, iron of wood. I mean, a yoke of wood, excuse me. They put mask on us. This is a yoke of iron. When you ran out into the wood, you'd be caught between two trees. This is why they did that. Especially this picture right here. How far can you get in the forest when you're looking like this? You got chains on, you chained up. You devils got a lot to pay for. Slave trade from Europe down to the west coast of Africa, different parts of South America, up into the Americas. And Jake started being, you know, brought over here not too long after Columbus got over here. It was the early 1500s. The African slaves, they first went to the island of Hispaniola, fulfillment of Deuteronomy chapter 28. Many study Deuteronomy. Let's take a look at not only you got to read the rest of that, but this is called Negro land. We are those people. Bantu, Ban meaning son. This is where they gathered us from mainly the west coast, because Israelites were living up and down the west coast of Africa, all the way down into South Africa. This is a fulfillment of prophecy. Vocab Malone said Deuteronomy 28:68 happened took 2 times. Could it have happened 3 times, 4 times? African slave trade, like I said, 1500 to 1900. Christopher Columbus, Cristobal Colon, I believe he died in 1505, if I'm not mistaken. And I believe it was a sexually transmitted disease, or he just got old. Some say they poisoned him. He's a crypto Jew, secret Jew. And he was a Spaniard. This is from the movie Amistad. And the people of Amistad, that story, that account, they were Israelites. Wake up, black man. Your history is in the Bible. So we want you to do a video on this, Vocab Malone, and explain your way out of this. Oh, it can't be taught. No, not talking about Negroes. What happened during the time of the Babylonian Empire, the Assyrian Empire, but no, not the Negroes. You're not the Israelites. The Bible spoke of yokes of iron on the Israelites' necks. Deuteronomy 28:48. Whose history does that match? The real Israelites are black. The truth about slavery. The truth about slavery. So-called blacks and Hispanics are the 12 tribes of Israel. You are the children of the slave trade. Or one of the first things that Christopher Columbus did was he brought back 500 indigenous people, tribes, to Spain and enslaved them. And he spoke about how they can make good slaves. That's in the white man's Esau's mentality. This is why we know that the people all over here in the Americas already are our brothers and sisters from the Northern Kingdom, the Kingdom of Israel. You can't get around it. Judah and Israel shall be oppressed together. What is that? Jeremiah chapter 50. From 1619 to 2019, you got certain groups saying that this is the fulfillment of what Abraham saw. No, what Abraham saw in Genesis 15 was the fulfillment of the Egyptian captivity, Mizraim. Too many of our people, too many of our brothers and sisters are waking up. The Great Awakening. I always mention Ezekiel chapter 37, the Great Awakening. Revelation chapter 11, the Great Awakening. And he shall put a yoke, Deuteronomy 28:48, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. So who are those fake small hats? Can't even say that because they control everything. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom.